6:32 this morning. This morning, we are taking a closer look at redlining, art and history coming together to spotlight how redlining continues to impact us today.
As part of our Two Americas initiative here at KSHP 41, news reporter Charlie Keegan shows us how redlining created the America you know and the one you might not. Charlie, good morning.
Good morning to you, Taylor and Lindsay. When we think of redlining, we often think of Troost Avenue in Kansas City as kind of that dividing line. And I'm driving down Troost Avenue right now. We can show you the street. Back in those redlining days, investors and banks really saw the area on the left of your screen on the east side of Troost as a bad investment, and areas on the right side of your screen on the west side of Troost as a better investment. Now, a new temporary exhibit is combining art and history to show how redlining and those decisions impact the city we live in today, as well as the suburbs around us.
The white picket fence in a suburban neighborhood is the American dream, right?
Spent my entire life here in Kansas City.
Achieving this slice of America left another America behind.
The red line issue has been something that's been an undercurrent in society for a long, long time.
Michael Toombs at one time lived in a public housing complex where redlining's impact became obvious.
One of the things that was difficult to get was good housing, good food, good education.
Art was Toombs' escape. Now a member of the African American Artists Collective, he paints murals to get the public engaged.
Acrylic on panel.
One piece titled Sidelined now hangs at a temporary exhibit focused on redlining at the Johnson County Museum. Art brings a human element to a bureaucratic topic.
Depicts architecture that exists on both sides of the Troost line.
Troost Avenue is often considered the dividing line. Beginning in the early 1900s, public and private companies saw areas west of Troost as desirable and a good investment. It was areas on the east side were deemed risky and redlined, making it almost impossible to invest here or access other resources, which disproportionately affected communities of color.
These policies are impacting people. People live in the redlined and yellow-lined areas on these maps.
Andrew R. Gustafson spent 1.5 years researching the facts before opening this exhibit. He said banks and other agencies redlined 52% of the metro in the 1930s.
Then you have areas that have been sidelined, that have been disinvested and exploited and ignored.
Years later, redlining has only magnified issues in these neighborhoods. People here deal with lower home values, lower performing schools, and shorter life expectancies.
We sometimes say history will repeat itself if we don't pay attention. This history is not repeating, this history is continuing.
While legislation in the 1960s made redlining illegal, the damage was already done. The exhibit highlights solutions like special sales taxes to address blight or federal policies encouraging development in distressed areas.
So the faith communities were very involved.
But Gustafson believes change begins with awareness.
Thinking about what the community wants its future to look like in equity and things like that.
You can't ignore a situation and think it's going to disappear.
These doors are open to all Americas.
What road is up?
All right, and you're looking again here at Troost Avenue as we head northbound, approaching Armour Boulevard, and we're starting to see some development return to this once redlined area. As we approach Troost and Armour, 3 of the 4 corners are under construction right now with new apartment complexes and buildings that are going up right here all around you. But Lindsay and Taylor, when we start to think about development coming back to an area, we have to think about gentrification. Some folks here really want to make sure that developers balance that new development so that it doesn't push the people who have lived here for a long time out of their existing homes. There's so much to think about when we talk about solutions to this decades-long problem.
Well, and it's a problem, too, that people, you mentioned in your story it being a bureaucratic type of problem, but people are very, very aware of it, maybe more than any other kind of bureaucratic story we follow here. Charlie, you said so many people are asking to come and see this temporary exhibit at the museum, maybe more than they've had for a lot of other exhibits. How long is this available for people to come learn about?
Yeah, they've seen more guided requests for guided tours than any other temporary exhibit. And good news, you still have a lot of time to see this exhibit. It'll be up through January 7th, 2023.
It's an unfortunate history we have to understand to move forward.
Absolutely.
Charlie, thank you.
Well, Two Americas focus is just clearly there, as we showed you, on the different sides to our country, in some cases the different sides to the street, the America you know and the one you might not. We go in depth on why issues exist and, more importantly, some of the efforts to try and find solutions, like this art exhibit. You can find more of our Two Americas stories at kshb.com. Just search Two Americas in our search tab. We've done lots of these stories on lots of different topics.